Okay, this is my instructional video for my Dungeons and Masters quest game. The game is quite simple. When you are the owner, you can click this here and you can get a player HUD. You can add someone to be a Dungeon Master. This is the Dungeon Master HUD, I'm sorry. This clear all is for clearing the whole list of admin that you add, or you can remove a single one. And what it is it allows you to add dungeon masters. So say you're in a tavern scene, this comes with a table and the chairs, like I have at my tavern. You could lay it out, and if you had staff, you could have them dungeon master, and they could hold quest nights. So once you get going, you want to wear the HUD, and it'll take a second. These are auto attach. Now, if we didn't have my experience turned on here, it would say, would you like to attach this HUD? And you would hit yes. If you turn on my experience by going into your land and going up here and adding the Dark Hand, then it will automatically attach for you and your players. You will have to accept the first time request, but after that you won't. So here we are with our HUD, and what these are locations on the map. And as a dungeon master, I gave you all the tools. There is coin. You can give coin, take coin from people, charge them things. It adds to your story. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons player, you understand how this works. If you don't play D&D, this game's probably not for you. It's not something you just turn on and follow along. There has to be a dungeon master who sets the scene, sets the story. So you can go to any of the locations, and this will just give you a picture of where you're at. You can click it, turns it off. Keep it on, and it will turn the little card on so everybody can see where they're at. So you can tell everybody we're starting our scene in Mordor. And you have different areas. You can go around Mordor. And you can add to your story all the way to the Great Wall. And if you go down these will take you to pretty much all the locations that you saw in the movie. And you can have your people follow the quest. Originally in the game I had these coming out giving bullet points, but in testing everybody was like, well, what if you don't want to follow them? They're hard to read. It just became a problem, so we took them out. As you go around the different areas, you'll find that they're all labeled, they're all within the right process of the map. If you start back out and keep that up and don't minimize it, your scenery will change with the card. If you close the card, it closes the card on the table. See what I mean? And the reason we have that is we have creatures we can fight. Let's say you want to add people to your quest. You're playing by yourself right now. So to add people, you would just hit this button and you wait. And it will give you a list of people 20 meters around you. I'm adding myself just for this video. You don't want to be the DM and a character. That's a little odd. But it allows you to add race. Say I'm a human. And basically, because I'm already in the database, I have built a lot of stats. I have kills, I have coins, I have a higher armor class. When you're default, you start at 9. Everything starts at 9. And the way this works is, as you fight these creatures, example, if I wanted to fight an orc, and I had a bunch of people, I said, before you got to the stairs, you came across the orc, and the party has to fight the orc. And so orc card is up, and then I want to choose a player to fight them. So 20D is the combat dice. We always use 20D. But first off, you want to make sure you go in order. If you hit this, it will give you the order of players, and it will give them a roll, and then you pick the highest roll gets to go first. And this will stay up throughout your battle. The more people, of course, the more you'll have on the list. Right now, it's just me for this video. But the orc has 100 health. He has armor level 12. And you hit the 20D, and it'll ask you to choose someone that's in the quest. It won't pick people around you. It'll pick people in the quest list. You hit their name, and what that does is it brings that player's stats up over his dice. Now, only the player that you chose can click the dice. It clicks the dice, and it rolls against the guy. I did hit him, and he wasn't able to hit me back. These roll back at you and will do damage on you. If you die, you're taken out of the quest. That's the way it works. You can rest and heal everybody if they get hit. So you would keep going down your list, choosing people on the list to roll the attack. They come up, they click the things. Now, if you win things for when you win a battle, it'll take too long to do a battle by myself. But if you were to win a battle, things are found: swords, hammers, crystals, and those enhance these, which will also give you roll modifiers. Each game has new roll modifiers. You will save your data from your stats, but your roll modifiers at the beginning of each quest will always start at 0. You will acquire them as you win battles throughout the game. The Red Crystal Dragon is the one you want to go for to the end. He is very hard to kill. You're not going to do it with just a couple people. You need at least 3 or 4 people, and you have to get all their stats up and their modifiers up. So they need to battle at least 5, 6, 10 different creatures throughout your story before they can get to the dragon. And we have a whole array of different animals that you can fight. They have all different armor class. And I've even added the Yeti was just added into D&D in version 5, and I thought with the White Mountains, and this is in the era of Age 4, you never know, there could be a Yeti in those White Mountains. I have the classic D-Riders. Armor classes are about the same in D&D. The rolls are about the same. You can choose, but if you're a good DM and you want to do sneak attacks and add a lot of things to your story, you can choose any of the dice. And then choose anyone to roll them, and only that person can roll that dice. And these are all free rolls, though. These are all free rolls and will not include a modifier. Only your combat dice. I've also evolved what I call it, sorry, I don't have it on the table, a secondary dice roller. For some DMs, I found in testing, they like to have 100D, and they like to have a 20D for outside combat, one of my dungeon masters. So I made this table dice, and anyone can click it. You would as a dungeon master, you would tell that person, roll the 20. Because it's this 20 only does combat. If you try to use it right now, it'll tell you you don't have a creature loaded. So if you're that type of DM and you want to use the 20D outside for just free rolls, use the D roller. Choose any of the dice. Everything's well made. It's all original mesh. It's a fun game if you're into questing. It's all kinds of things to find, and these will stay. So every time you play, your stats will be there for you. As we go through the game, I'll be updating it upon feedback. At the moment, I've only got about 25 games sold out there. It was just released 15 days ago. So we'll see as we go along. Please get back with me if you buy. I'm going to start having quest nights, start trying to build this. If there's something you'd like to add to it, just talk to me. Thank you.